Hey there guys, NexGenStriker here, and it's time for my E3 2012 Day 1 update. Now, aside from, like most people are doing, where they'll talk about the conferences separately, I'm going to talk about basically my experience in days. So today will be Microsoft and Sony, as well as a few other games, excluding all things Nintendo aside from the Zombie U game. So yeah, if you guys are wondering what the background noise is, it's my air conditioner. It is nighttime. It's the only time I have to really record. As of now, hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to record the Wii U stuff tomorrow during the daytime, so hopefully yes. So sorry if the quality's a little today. And yeah, I won't be able to go like extremely enthusiastic like I can be sometimes, but I'll try, but I don't want to be too loud. So yeah, been very busy, so sorry about that. I really just don't have that much time. But anyway, so let's start off with Microsoft. Now, E3 has been really good this year. I'm going to be honest, it's amazing, but we have to start somewhere, and might as well start at the bad end of the stick, right? So, Microsoft, they started off really well with Halo 4, and Halo 4 looked fantastic. It really looked good. I think that 343 Studios is really handling it well. It looks like the story is going to be more interesting because Master Chief and Cortana are actually talking for once instead of it being a silent run and gun. A lot of people seem to be hating on them because, it's not Bungie, but people have to remember two things. One, Bungie is pretty much 343 Studios now, like some of the older members, and two, I mean, as long as it's a good game, who cares who makes it? And they really care about the Halo universe, so give them a chance, Bungie wasn't really that impressive with the story aspect of Halo, and it looks like they're really doing good, so awesome to you. Now, as far as the rest of the conference, wow, what a freaking joke. Rappers, Nike stars, and Connect. No, that's the conference. There you go. Yeah, sorry. So aside from Halo 4, wow, what a disappointment. I'm sorry for everyone who saw that, watched it, tortured yourself. I'm really sorry. If you went into like cutting yourself or something, I totally understand. Go to therapy, man. You'll be okay. But yeah, I'm sorry. Wow. I disappoint, which is mean talk, so I don't have bad grammar for those of you who don't understand what I'm saying. So anyway, let's move on. That's just a waste of my time to talk about it. So now we move on to Sony, which, let me just say, Sony destroyed E3 this year. They dominated. Not to say that Nintendo won't, because they haven't done theirs yet. They're tomorrow. And when this is uploaded, it's going to be the day of Nintendo, so, you guys will think I'm dumb for not knowing this, but really it's just, I don't have time to upload a video this big right now. But yeah, Sony did really good. They showed a lot of really good stuff like Sly 4, and then of course some of their other newer things. The two ones that I really want to focus on is Beyond, which is a new IP that we hadn't heard of, at least I hadn't heard of. Maybe it got leaked like a day before or something, like everything else. But yeah, really awesome. It looks like a cinematic mystery kind of action-y. It just looks cinematic. I really, like, the first few minutes I was like, wow, this is a really good movie game. But yeah, it's really awesome. It's made by the people that made Heavy Rain, so obviously that's why it looks like that. It looks fantastic though. Looks good. Good job, Sony. Now the other one that I really want to discuss is The Last of Us. Now, The Last of Us looked phenomenal. Oh my, wow, I'm sold. I'm sold. Please come out this year. Please do not be delayed. I really want this game. It looks awesome. The gameplay. They finally have the balls to put a health bar back in the game. So yeah, that's awesome. Now regenerating invisible health bar, blood popping up on the screen. Finally a health bar. Yeah, that's awesome. And then some other things they announced. They announced their partnership with HTC, and I think that's a really good move because Sony realizes that, hey, we're going digital now. I mean, look at PC gaming. It's digital. So I think that, partnering with HTC, I have an Android phone, and it's obvious why. It's because Android has, the most hardware, really, the most power, and that's why they went with them. Maybe I'm wrong because I'm not like a phone expert, but that's what I've heard. So yeah, anyway, good move, Sony. I really think that's going to be great. People are underplaying it right now, but quite frankly, it looks awesome. Like, the implications, I think if the rumors are true about the PlayStation 4 and they go into, digital gaming like cloud, or not cloud, what's it called, Steam? Yeah, Steam, if they go like that direction, as like an option for besides the retail disc. I think that not only will the developers make a lot more money, but I think that the gamers will enjoy it a lot more, and Sony will dominate the consoles. Except for the Wii U. It'll put up its own front, obviously, but Microsoft will just be left in the dust being like, don't you want Kinect? Yeah, because that's what their E3 was like. Pitiful. And yeah, anyway, so aside from the Sony stuff, oh yeah, and the book, the e-book or whatever it's called, the augmented reality book, I think that the implication is great, but the presentation was not. So enough said. If they do pull that off right, I'll finally be able to read those really crappy school books that we're forced to read all the time. So, you know, I don't know how much more exciting that would be. Like if it's a really crappy book like Pride and Prejudice, I'd be like, book, I want all the characters to kill themselves right now. And then when I make the book report, I'll be like, well, in the first 5 minutes of the book, all the characters mysteriously died of the plague. You know, and I don't know how that would work. That'd be pretty sweet, wouldn't it? I mean, I might get a bad grade, but it'd be kind of awesome. But yeah, that's just me being funny. And I know I'm not really showing it. Again, I can't really talk with much enthusiasm, and I'm sorry about that, but it's just nighttime. So yeah, anyway, let's talk about more of just the games that came out. Well, that showed a lot of footage today, and then I watched. I'm not going to be talking Assassin's Creed 3 because I haven't watched anything on it. Quite frankly, I don't really care about Assassin's Creed. They bore me. I mean, they're not bad games, but they just bore me, so not really interested in them. Nothing personal. I'm not really interested in them. I know a lot of you are though, so who knows? But Assassin's Creed 3 does sound good from what people are saying. Anyway, let's talk about one that I've been or maybe possibly overhyping would be Resident Evil 6. So I watched the demo, which was surprisingly at Microsoft's conference. Again, Microsoft showing a bunch of third-party games that are on multi-platforms is not helping at all. Maybe to the people that don't know any better, it is, but to people like me and you that are like, oh, I can just get this on the Wii or the PlayStation, then you're like, why are you showing this? And I guess I do need to mention this also. Oh, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 footage, oh my gosh, it's so awesome! Well, I'm sorry, but the people who think that, it just disappoints me. Like, with all these new IPs and awesome things coming out from Sony and Nintendo, and you focus on freaking Call of Duty, you were the reason the gaming industry is going down, my friends. And enough said. Enough said. I'm not wasting my time on Call of Duty. It's redundant BS, and we all know that. So let's move on. And for those of you who think, oh, well, I'll give it a chance, rent it. Rent it. And you will not regret renting it because you will not want to buy it. There will be that 20% of you that want to buy it after renting it. Other than that, no. Let's remember Modern Warfare 3, people. Yeah, anyway, so let's move back to the games. Now, Resident Evil 6, I'm going to be honest, I was not impressed very much. I went into it hoping that would be awesome. It didn't look so awesome after all. I kind of almost got an Operation Raccoon City vibe from the first part because of the crosshairs. I don't know why they changed the crosshairs, but please change the back. Please. Put the laser sight back. Come on. I don't care if it's the middle of the day. I want my laser sight, darn it. And then, I don't know, like the new physical interactions where Leon can like stop the zombie attacking and then swipe him in the face with an axe. I mean, I guess it's cool, but again, I'm not really that impressed. I mean, it looked kind of cinematic towards like the later part, which I think is what they're going for, which is what a lot of games are going for, but I mean, I'm going to get it either way, and I'm going to really love it, but I just don't think the presentation they did today was very good. I'm sorry, it wasn't. Compared to The Last of Us, they flopped this time. But yeah, I think once I get my actual hands on the demo, it might be a different story. We'll just have to wait and see. They are changing a lot, so we'll just have to wait and see how it all works. Oh, what else do we need to talk about today? Ooh, Tomb Raider, the new reboot, which is now coming out in 2013. Oi! But Square Enix, yeah, great job. It looks fantastic. This is the games we want. We do not want Final Fantasy BS anymore. I mean, yeah, it's great to release them if they're good, but seriously, just quit focusing all of your time on Final Fantasies that are never going to come out. Versus 13. So yeah, seriously, just come on. Focus more on games like this. It looks phenomenal. Really, it looked one of the best games on the show, to be quite honest. Wow, I'm buying it. Day one buying it. It looks awesome. Another cinematic movie game. And really, there's a lot more to talk about.